unable to process your request. Sorry, due to technical difficulties, our self-service line is unable to process your request. Sorry, due to technical difficulties, our self-service line is unable to process your request. Sorry, due to technical difficulties, our self-service line is unable to process your request. Sorry, due to technical difficulties, our self-service line is unable to process your request.
Agent.
Sorry, due to technical difficulties, our self-service line is unable to process your request. Sorry, due to technical difficulties, our self-service line is unable to process your request. Sorry, due to technical difficulties, our self-service line is...
So I'm calling Harvard Pilgrim. I look cute, by the way. I cut my own natural hair. I'm calling Harvard Pilgrim, and I get a robot. And the robot wants my ID number, and didn't take my ID number right. So I'm like, no, that's not my ID number. So it said it's a mistake. And I'm like, what? I'm having a conversation with a robot that's telling me it's a mistake? And if I don't speak in your special hyphenated binary language, you're going to tell me it's your mistake? And so I was ranting about that. And then it goes into this nonstop loop of, we can't process you. And I'm like, oh, really? That is a great design. Okay. So really your service entails this. The tail, wagging and waging, the head, doth, feed, freed, fed, okay? And your robot is programmed to tell me that it's the robot's mistake. And yet your design provides me no one present. So where was I with my health program? Statistically, you fucking get those guns away from frame and doft defend, and you take that voice and that crown away, even. I think our statistics will change. We're not building value by watching it happen, okay? I didn't sleep a whole lot last night because I've got thoughts everywhere. Several trains of them, like branches to address. And I'm like, oh boy. Okay, when I get up in the morning, pick one and start going. Ugh. Which one? Well, I also have fucking insurance to contend with because of who I talked with in the marketplace. Again, I wouldn't have chosen this on my own suggestion. Okay, I was told to get with Harvard Pilgrim so that my current doctor was covered by them, and then Harvard Pilgrim says they aren't, and I can't go back, okay? I can try. I can try my theatrical best here to go through the marketplace to get my insurance that I used to have, but it's past the due date, and it's going to be all on my fucking dime, okay? And what do you think I'm going to find on my own fucking dime? I'm going to find people telling me, I don't have to take this foul language because you're the politeness. You're simply in hyphenated position to think for no reason defend, okay? Your relationship is not love. You didn't think it through, okay? You have no do of to offer. You don't even sell it, okay? If you don't sell it, you don't nail it, okay? So let's see. I'm gonna retrack some of my places I went. I was just looking at the internet last night. Let's see. Some of the highlights that I saw from the Women's March is, well, I thought it was very odd to hear a black person saying black ladies, and then a white person saying white ladies. We can't let just the black ladies, take back this country. I'm kind of like, why the colored parsing? That seemed I don't know what to say. Okay, why? Why? That hangs a question mark in my head. Why is that important to your gesture? I understand that. I still don't. But I thought it was interesting. Scarlett Johansson's like made reference to James Franco, that he would stand with Time's Up and support the organization while in his private life, he's taking shortcuts with women. What I mean is, and I'll see if I could find the exact dialogue because I would do a screenshot of that to put on the Rich Wrote website. He gives a good face to the women in the organization that he feels are worth it, but he's downing. He's doing freely, willy-nilly what he wants with the younger ladies on deck that don't know better yet, and certainly don't know better by his own hand. Okay, given. I've been intrigued by Daniel Day-Lewis, Phantom Thread, Paul Anderson, and so I was reading reviews on it, and that Daniel Day-Lewis, before the film came to public screening, had formally announced that he was quitting acting, that the Phantom Thread would be his last movie, his film. So I was curious, are you tired of acting? What's up? So I read an article at W Magazine, and in it, Daniel Day-Lewis is talking about he's talking about that he got depressed in the middle of it, that he got depressed, and then it just, and I guess Paul Anderson did too. So I was curious, like, what is the storyline that you got depressed? So much so that you're not doing this, I would imagine, passion project. You're acting. And so then I thought, well, enough time has passed. It's been out. I've not seen it, but certainly there's some reviews. So I looked at some reviews. One review, I think it was New York Times, Alan something Day, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to look it up again. Wrote on from Hitchcock to Ibsen to Hedda Gabler. He wrote on from he's been studying film since forever, okay? And he wrote from a very erudite position of studying film. I didn't get from that erudite position of, I've seen Hitchcock, I've seen this, I could give this angle, I could give this angle, I could give this angle. I've studied all the bests, okay, and I know all the nuances. From his review, I didn't get why Daniel Day-Lewis is quitting acting. And if I recall, that reviewer didn't either. He basically wrote, "We're gonna miss you." You didn't get it. Why is Daniel Day-Lewis quitting because he got depressed in the middle of acting a film, a part, So it's kind of reminds me of the girl who first I thought was a het, HE-T, that wrote for Atlantic. I thought it was like her, that she's she that I thought was he, uh, about, and sorry, I don't really know how to say your name. My media comes through my screen. I don't have a TV. And I don't usually pay to go out to movies anymore because it's more than my hourly wage. Not my current hourly wage, but I would work on call at a lice clinic, so I don't get 40 hours a week or even 30 until summer. uh, anyway, when I worked at Trader Joe's, it was more than my hourly wage, and I was making $250 a week. Okay? Times 4 is $1,000 a month. And I lived in a one-room. I rented a one-room, slanty-walled apartment, and I had to down my car. Okay? So I had to choose car or place to put my head. So I could be bounced around by Trader Joe's with their schedule, meaning be available 24/7 so that you can be hired here. And what else? Okay, so it's the same sort of flowery language of sophistication that's pure sophistry. You're not bringing the time, and you can't say no. You can say, no, stop it. Okay? Because you're part of the problem. Being in the container doth stupid to too toft the rich person fee-fend. Fee-fen? I don't know. The fen, the marsh, the swampy bog, or thee-ven. Venerable to ven. Vend it, edit in the marketplace. Thee-fend. Thee-vend. I don't know, but people are going to keep speaking on it. Why? Because you put it out there. When you're causing a stare, okay, an S-T-E, S-T-A-R-E, to repack the repackaging that you sell with your shell, hell, you know, I didn't get it from the New York Review. Interesting because, I had to check up some references, Ibsen, and I'm like, yeah, I do think I recall watching the Dollhouse. It's been a long time. I got into foreign films for a while, so I would select, different countries, and I felt it was in a way, it's like a feeling apparatus or conduit into a culture. So I kept looking for reviews, because that one it informed me about different angles on film and what this person saw in this film, but it didn't inform me about the emotional quality of why did Daniel Day-Lewis quit acting in the middle of a film he was in. So I went to, I'm not sure where I went next, but I looked up reviews, and it had a bunch of whoever wanted to make a comment. So you had your positive ones, you had your neutral, which there are a few, and you had a negative, which were 2. And the negative were basically like, this is a hoax of creative authorship. The positive ones could pick any one of the parts of the New York Times review, PAR-T. You can act the part of, I'm really paying attention. Oh, I see Hitchcock in that, okay? But you're not answering the question to go for reward. You're not answering it. So I found it in the middle, actually. In the middle, that's where people started talking about, there were a couple of, I don't know, 2 or 3 comments, and one of them, at least one of them, informed me that it was kind of sadistic, that this film's kind of sadistic because the way the fashion designer needs his muse, and the way the muse needs the fashion designer. So and it's kind of sadistic what they're doing to keep the parts engaged, okay? So I wrote this down last night. YE-WE- you can only see, my pen wasn't working. Can only have to look for the indentation because my pen died. You can only I'm gonna have to fill in the gaps. I'm gonna say you can only mark you, okay, YEWE. YE-WE- U YEW tree to me is a metaphor for choice, because part of the U tree is poisonous. But I believe that if you're in a currency that's hyphenated, you don't have choice to offer, you have choice, okay? I'm saying the current of your times that you choose to be in, okay? And I'm saying the current of the time for completion has never been here by design. NIT, frame and doff thief end, was never designed EWE to be even, only even. That way, doffed, stupid, the two toff thief end can always securely be your frame, make bullshit up on you, and you have to turn to them to protect you. 2 by 2 for no reason, and for fork, okay? FOR F-O-R- parentheses K T NORE-ASS ONE for no reason, or reason shown, re-ass on, hone. You have no working visual treason in that. NO is also a number, okay? You're not manufacturing innocence and reflection. You have doff stupid supported by toff to say that war is necessary, okay? On all women. WHOMEND, okay? It's not acceptable constraints or contrivances to honor a relationship, actually. AD. U, YE-WE-. So your U tree is about choice, but EWE, D-E-W-E, do with you, has never been offered in the Tao, even through, okay? So, YE-WE-? That's what you have in the current marketplace, Freeman Doft, Thiefend, Det Ta Gain. The ag in the law-T condones war, okay? So Doft, stupid, can always free and fee. The free to feed Doft, frees Doft. To be stupid, again, and to always be woman's sub and stub. Okay? Reliably born in the tine, okay, of thine, hyphenated. All right? So law-T is putting is indignantly and belligerently and not brave at all, is putting this this challenge in your womb. Okay? Do you understand that, ladies? They're putting the conversation in your womb. They're framing it as law-T is for the people under God. So they're referencing a third person to justify going to war-T again. Okay? So Doft, stupid, you're one, consigned to marry Doft, stupid. You have no access by malfeasant design to vie to the challenge that the tin and tine in your thine womb, okay, is going to be sus and supplied by Doft. I laid down your life. I laid down my life. Okay, he didn't lay down an honest life because he wanted one, even two. Okay. So we got to look at Doft, stupid, really shouldn't be doing the talking, especially with another Doft or Toft, because rich in this problema shed, Doft again, hyphenated is, the money's not virtue. It's me, one eye, Thiefend, okay? And we can see that in my parallax. There's avoid. No one pays me for doing time. D-E-W-E-I-N-D-G. Okay? No one pays me thinking that it's even necessary. And you can see the problem then when you're date raping, D-HATE-R-APE, okay, and peddling it, okay. I give time for completion. Doft is all over, hyphen the place, all over. I'll love, vet, and vert. Vert I call, okay. Green and the pole, okay. When we're looking at across the plains and a plane level too, you know, from the sky. I'm referencing vertical. I'm referencing a spiritual perspective versus across the plains, P-L-A-I-N. Doft, stupid, is all over the place thanks to your ag for no reason, thiefend, and thieven, dead again. Okay? Hyphenated. So YE-WE can only I wish I knew what I wrote there. Could be a number of things. You can only mark tone where YE-WE you mean MEAN parentheses I, so MEAN hyphen parentheses I hyphen T hyphen AT, okay, hyphen where you mean it at and tat, would be 2 zeros with a hyphen around it, meaning you're not the value, honestly, by sussing the follow through. And with your presence, form follows function. What we have right now in our society is compartmentalized dysfunction. When I look at Turpin, the family with the 3 kids they held hostage, like a 29-year-old, I read several of their children chained to a bed, shower once or twice a year, starved, okay, under the guise of homeschooling. Do you realize what a value it is to keep pumping out the kids, because you get paid then to have them homeschooled, okay? You get that? So they're pumping out kids. They're not good stewards, okay? I understand that the pets were healthy, and their youngest child, 2 years old, was. What I can suss from the details is her husband kidnapped her when she was 16. He went to the school, got her out of school, and then was driving to, was it Texas? I'd have to look up on the internet again, to elope. But they got caught, went home, and the parents decided that she could get married at 16. I think what happened is they were so in love with love, but they didn't know how to care, okay? And so in a way, they kind of just live in this fantasy bubble and did not have an eye for their starving children. Why would they chain them up? Because they found them a nuisance to their love. But why keep them? Because you're working the system. You get money if you homeschool them, and you get more money if you have more to homeschool, okay? So there is a psychotic break there, but it's kept aloft with the bubble, okay? D parentheses B, U, B, B, B over B, L, E. Okay, dub and bub. Okay, I dub thee, bub. Double bubble. Okay, and put some hyphens in that. We can look on the Turpins and be like, what the fuck? Really, what the fuck? What were you thinking? What was going on? But what you're not seeing, if you're asking that question, is you're not the builder of value and follow through, and that hasn't happened yet, okay? I was trying to imagine, first of all, one of the things that I don't like reading about is, feces on the wall. People that live with their garbage and turn their whole house into it, and live that way, bugs crawling everywhere, great. Orange goop, and you've got toddlers, no worries. I don't know. I don't really understand the mentality to... I wonder if that would happen on your own, as opposed to having someone in your double bubble being like, oh, okay, we can live with that, honey, as long as you love me and I love you, for no reason, okay? I was wondering, what if, for instance, I had X amount of money and I bought X amount of land with X amount of money. And what if the purpose of that was to build value from the ground up? And what if I invited people that wanted a dwelling of their own? What if I invited them? Where? Possibilities. The desert. I like the desert, actually. It's quite lovely. And because that's where my family's from, I'm familiar with that. What if? What if I had X amount of money and I bought X amount of land with X amount of time and X amount of resources and invited anyone that wanted a dwelling? We're going to pre-study method, how to build something from the ground up. And after looking into that and getting our plan 2D on paper, invite anyone out that wants to work it. If you and what if the model was to start would be sparse. It would be ideal to have a bathroom facility, even an outhouse, right? And food. Okay. So what if you can pitch a tent in summer and your food was going to be provided and you can relieve yourself, okay? But the idea here is now you work from the ground up according to this design that we see is the best way to start building a dwelling and a community, knowing quite possibly the map is not the terrain. So when you get into the terrain of actually working with the materials, you might, think and communicate that, hey, this might be a better way. Well, you know what's great about that? There's an avenue for that. We just don't keep building to impress, okay, with all our apps for that hat, okay, so that you could keep causing a stare for no reason there. Stare, S-T-A-I-R, the still and style, and till. You're still, till, ill. Would prefer it be contractual to aisle 11 there, instead of just making product with no honest connection because it didn't start that way, so why bother now? Right? If you're in it for the me one eye, that's all you're ever going to produce, and why get to the bottom line of origin? Why? Why, Mac computer? Why would you do that? When you don't have to. If your container of bare minimums were provided for, you wanted a dwelling and you were signing up to work it, to by being in it to work with other people that are there to work it also, not on a competition forum. Although you may find, hey, some people sling paint better and some people can haul wood better. But the point is that perhaps giving the opportunity for people to be in different positions, you start to understand your strengths and weaknesses. You start to understand the value of being present in communication. You start to understand how a house is built. How is a dwelling built? Okay? And in that process of actually building your house, you know about wiring, okay? You will probably want a professional for that, okay? And you know why? and plumbing. All right, you know about these things. What else do you know? You know about community, okay, in process. And we can look at the terpenes and just be like, fuck, okay, that's so bad. It's egregious to hear about. I'm sure it's egregious on many senses, okay? You have to look at the compartmentalized dysfunction that you're a part of, that he add off, okay? You're part of your PAR-T hyphen parentheses HE-AD hyphen O hyphen F hyphen X hyphen F hyphen. So TOF and DOF, stupid, at the same time in your framework and fretwork. F by F, where time, X, also the chromosome for women, your DNA information exchange is thiefend, okay? You're not really teaching. If anything, you're teaching deferment, while you make me one eye to go to a destination with your expression for no reason. For no treason, because you're not actually making innocence, okay? I invite you to turn yourself into, if you want to. So, let's see. So, you can only go where YE-WE mean hyphen IT hyphen AT mean hyphen I hyphen T E hyphen AT, where you teat. Okay, well, I'm gonna nurse you so you could go back to war hyphen T, because it's really important you lay your life down for me so I can be loved with the LH, the luteinizing hormone that's thiefing, because wow, I think that's really brave. For no reason, Evane. Okay? Where you can only go where you, YE-WE, mean hyphen I hyphen T hyphen HE hyphen AT. Where the tat is where he eats, is where he heats. He heats off of what it takes in with your writing for no reason, thief end. Okay? I lay down my life. No, you lay down a slice of life. Okay? You lay down a slice of life. Okay? You're not, and what you see in NIT, your reading is NIT. Okay? You want a gratuitous K with that? K hyphen? It's not really okay. You didn't bring the time by thinking of it, okay? And you got married fanny weight with W hyphen HE hyphen YE hyphen A hyphen T hyphen. And that's where your whole expression to go for reward is for war hyphen D. Your tin is in your hinge where you speak. You have no premise on my time visually. You can't mark on me because you're not conceptually aware. AD. And I am aware of that. So let's see if I can find any other, I've got a lot of notes here. They were going all over the place last night. And then, of course, Harvard Pilgrim trying to figure this out. And what do I get? Sorry, we can't help you. I get a program that tells me that it is its mistake that it can't hear me when I speak its fucking number to the robot. And then then it goes into a loop that denies me even speaking to an agent or anyone present by design. Okay?
Thank you for calling the Member Services Department at Harvard Pilgrim Health.
I can't remember what I was going to ask them.
Please have your Harvard Pilgrim member identification card available. If you are
Jesus,
a
what was
member,
I going
press
to
1.
fucking
If
ask
you are
them?
interested in becoming a member, press 2. If you are a provider,
It's so hard to think with this, you know what I mean?
all
If
other callers,
I were
please remain on the
speaking
line.
to someone, I wouldn't have to go through all these fucking options and then remember, what was I going to call you for? Jesus fucking Christ. What was I going to fucking call you for?
You need help with something else. Is that correct?
Oh my fuck. I need help with something else. Can you provide something else that's present as well?
Please tell me the member's Harvard Pilgrim ID number, including the letters at the beginning.
Oh my
Or
God.
sorry, I didn't catch that.
H P 5 6 2 4 7 6 7.
Sorry, due to technical difficulties, our self-service line is unable to process your request. Sorry, due to technical difficulties, our self-service line is unable to process your request. Sorry, due to technical difficulties, our self-service line is unable to process your request. Sorry.
Do you trust me that this is going to go on and waste my
Line is unable to process.
this is going to waste my time and energy because it's connected through your communication cables to the purveyor of my fucking iPhone, fucking yours? What's not happening here? If you can't process me speaking to your fucking robot that takes it as its mistake, it can't hear me, why by design is there not someone present to talk to? Okay? This is malfeasant design, and it's misleading. Okay? Misleading. iPhone, buy it. I bought one. I bought it for $600. A month later, they dropped prices to $200. Okay? I kept it, and it's fine, except that the G rate, the speed changed, and so my phone company says, you need to get another fucking phone. Because we don't do your speed anymore. I'm like, my phone's fine, and it costs more than one of my cars. Okay? And the car after that. So I get another fucking phone. And I use it for lice appointments and blocking callers using malfeasant numbers that aren't their own. So I can't go to the do not call registry because somehow they're not putting those numbers, they're not putting their own phone number in here. So, shit, where was I? This is not, you're right. Harvard Pilgrim statistically is feeding doff to get toffed. Tight. T-EYE-A-T-. You do understand that, right? So I'm being misled. Get your fucking phone. I'm being misled. I call the marketplace. Oh, well, your doctor's not there. Get into Harvard Pilgrim. I'm being misled. And as I'm being misled, I'm seeding. Hyphenated again, because I'm bringing my time with no one on the other end that ever meant to tend then and duet again. Okay? Without the hyphens, without doffed, okay? Stupid, as your means to get toffed. Thiefend, or thievend, you know, take your pick. Hyphen T. P-I-C-K-T. You might prefer the pH balance of P hyphen H hyphen ICK-T. To tour your magistry, okay? What else? Alright, so where was I? Oh my fuck me. Oh my fuck me. I can't think when this is like blathering at me. I was gonna fucking ask them a question and I can't even think what it is now. Except that I have to call them because... Shit. Who did I just talk to? I said I just talked to them. Oh yes. They may have not looked at this. There's a James Richard has an umbrella doctor. So when they told me that James Richard, I can't have him as my doctor, there's someone above him in his office. So maybe Harvard Pilgrim didn't look at that when the marketplace did. I'm sussing a possibility that I'm not even an expert in, and I'm held accountable for these fools, okay? I have to do their fucking work to puzzle piece this together. For my insurance. Oh my god. I have to do it in fucking everything I do. I have to do it in fucking everything I do. I have to piece everything together. I have to take all my free time and practically try and live to have free time to put it together. For all these people that sit securely for no reason defend. They prefer defend so they can astutely sit on their polite nest. Defend. Okay? Shit. What the fuck? Where was we? Where were we? Did you disconnect me?
Sorry. Due to technical difficulties, our self-service line is unable to process your request. Sorry.
Quite ironically, I didn't fucking make a request yet. Harbinger. Hair, H-A-R. Harbinger aware. You're not really here to service with care. Okay? Your design is sewn up. You're not here to service with care. Sewn up, paid dup. Okay? Dup with DS, document signature, dup and sup. What the fuck? Alright, so let's try it again. Let's see how compliant I could be. Must keep my inner dialogue to myself.
Thank you for calling Harvard
Fuck
Pilgrim.
you.
To continue in English, press 1.
What?
Thank you for calling the Member Services Department at Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare.
Member.
If possible, please have your Harvard Pilgrim member
I could take
identification
pride in
card
being a
available.
member.
If you are a member,
I'm a member.
if you are interested in becoming a member,
I'm a member of
press 2.
TOF to 2
If you are a
TOF.
provider,
How did you get TOF?
all other
I
callers,
passed a DOF
remain on the line.
as best I could. Knock it off.
Which can I help you with today? You can say verify coverage, order materials, questions about a medical bill, or deductible information. You can also say calling about something else.
Calling about something else.
You need help with something else. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. You can also say change primary care physician, benefits, mental health information, update my policy, or calling about something else. To return to the main menu, say main menu.
Change my primary care physician.
You want to change your primary care physician. Is that right?
You sound so caring when you say that. Yes, that's right.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. You want to change your primary care physician. Is that right?
Robot didn't match and catch that. Yes, that's right.
Sorry about that. Please choose from one of the following. To change your primary care physician, say, change primary care physician.
Change
Or
primary
press 1.
care physician.
You want to change your primary care physician. Is that right?
Yes.
Did you know the fastest and easiest way to change or select your primary care physician?
Fucking killing me. I have to talk polite to a robot.
HarvardPilgrim.org.
This is fucking killing me. I have to talk right to a robot. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Please tell me the member's
You didn't
Harvard
either.
Pilgrim ID number, including the letters at the beginning. Or say or enter the member's 9-digit social security number.
So excited. HP 5624767.
Okay, that number was 835624767. Is that correct?
HP 5624767.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Okay, that number was 835624767. Is that correct?
No. So she's saying 8 when Harvard Pilgrim starts all their numbers with HP. Why do I have to explain that to the fucking robot? H is not 8, it's H. HP 5624767. They're designing the robot to be stupid. What the fuck? Oh my god.
That number was 562476705. Is that correct?
No. Now they're putting too many numbers. Harvard Pilgrim does not have that many numbers. What the fuck? I have to suffer all the permutations of possibility that the robot can fuck up. And I also have to learn to speak polite to a robot. To get anywhere with a fucking robot that's going to claim its mistake. It didn't match and catch that.
Unable to process your request. Sorry. Due to technical difficulties,
How
our self-service
cute.
line is unable to process your request.
How many times do you think it's going to take me to get into Harvard Pilgrim? One thing that I wanted to bring up with the stare, S-T-A-R-E, as with the S-T-A-I-R-E, still in style. A style, S-T-I-L-E, where your still is till, and we hope it's not ill, but I'm not hoping because I know better, okay? A still style is a number of stair steps for humans to get over, but not animals, okay? You're styling the air, okay, and it's still ill. -T. Still ilked, K-H-E-I-R-E-D, okay? On doff tone, on stupid, T-1 tone, okay? And that's not suitable right here. If you thought about H, your hydrogen, E-R-E, which means before you got here, as with there, I wouldn't have to be doing this work for you, okay? In absentia, as speaking for the air, be it A-I-R, H-E-I-R. With the right rig height tooth, the THC, the honor conscious care in the time even to wear. To tower, power with ear with W-A-R-E, A-D. Okay, I wouldn't be having to do that. So the whole design of what I'm doing and the motivation, it's self-evident. And yours, alas, -K-T, is not. Oh my God. Beautiful. I just get to waste my time all over the place for existing. Thanks to your storied existence. And your story and sore-eyed. Okay.
Thank you for calling the Member Services Department at Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare.
Harvard Pilgrim, your service sucks. You have malignant design in your robot. Why is not someone present to speak to? Because you don't want to? Because you do not honor to?
All other callers, please remain on the line. Which can I help you with today?
God damn it.
Verify coverage, order materials, questions about a medical
Agent.
bill. Please tell me the member's Harvard Pilgrim ID number, including the letters at the beginning. Or say or enter the member's 9-digit social security number. Please hold while I transfer you to a customer service representative. Conversations are randomly recorded for quality purposes. Good morning. Thank you for calling Member Services. My name is Colette. Thank you. How can I help you today?
Hi, I got a letter that your business wants me to change my primary care doctor. And when I talked to the marketplace, they told me to go with Harvard Pilgrim because my primary care doctor was covered by you. Then Harvard Pilgrim sends me a letter saying that my primary care doctor is not covered by you. And then Harvard Pilgrim selected Susan Dunn. I talked to my primary care doctor's office today, and they said that perhaps it's that my care doctor is under the umbrella of another doctor in the office, and I wanted to check that.
Oh, sure. Can I have your member ID, please?
Sure. It is HP56247767.
Verify for me your name and date of birth?
Sure. My name is Angela Cook, and my date of birth is 9/24/65.
So I don't have full access to your plan to check if the doctor is under the umbrella of the other one. But if you hold one moment, I can get you over to a rep who can help you with that, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hold on, please.
I was born the year you landed on the moon. I think that was made up. M-O-O-N-E. It's fucking made up. Oh, you're gonna impress me. You put a man on the moon? Come on. Oh, other countries can do it too? I thought it was had a lot of irony, you know, when they went to Mars and what did the rover found something that looked like a jelly donut? A jelly donut on me arse. Fuck. Mars. Me arse. That didn't surprise me. A fuzzy jelly donut did not surprise me. Can do this music better than last time was jazz. I'm like, you're fucking making me frenetic. Give me music selections to glorify one song and dong.
How can I help you?
Hi, I'm checking to see if, well, first of all, I'm with Harvard Pilgrim because someone in the marketplace said my current general doctor was not with that insurance company, so I should go with your insurance company. And then your insurance company sent me a letter to inform me that my current doctor is not with you, and so he selected someone else. But I called my current doctor, and their office suggested that maybe it's under an umbrella of another doctor that's in the office, so I was calling to check that.
Okay, what's your ID number, please?
I think this is about the 20th time I've offered it today. Here we go.
Oh, I do apologize. It didn't come through to me. I'm sorry.
Of course. Someone's got to apologize, it would seem, in your organization. Here we go. It's HP 5624767.
Thank you. And your name?
My name is Angela. Last name is Cook.
Thank you. And your date of birth?
But of course, my date of birth is 9/24/65.
Thank you. Okay, so you have the main choice HMO, so let's make sure that the doctor you're seeing is part of that plan. And do you have any other health insurance other than Harvard Pilgrim?
No, is that an option? Do people have more than one insurance?
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they're under other people's, it's a question we have to ask just to make sure we know whose insurance is primary.
Oh, primary insurance. Got it. No,
Okay.
no.
All right. And what is the doctor's last name that you'd like to change to?
Well, the doctor's last name that I'm with is James Richard, but when I called before because the marketplace said to go with you because it was covered, then you sent a letter saying he wasn't, but I called him, and now I'm calling back to see if it's someone else in their office. So I was told that in the hierarchy of the office, it may be under Claudia Heiss, Heise.
Okay, Heise?
Yes.
Thank you. One moment, I'll check that for you. Give me one more moment. And I'm going to make sure I have it spelled right. It's Heise.
Yes.
Thank you.
And they're South Portland 778 Main Street.
Okay. She is part of your plan, but she is a tier 2 provider, so she can't be named as a primary care.
How do I get into selecting someone so that I can have my doctor that has history with me?
I can tell you how you can find doctors that are underneath your plan. Would you like me to do that for you?
No, I was told to go with your company so that I could have my primary care doctor. So now I want to know how to have my primary care doctor with your company.
Okay, well, let me just check and see. They gave you the main choice HMO, so you said his last name was Richard?
Yes.
Richard.
Yes, James Richard.
I'm sorry, what was the first name?
James.
James. Okay, one moment. Okay. And you see him in, is it 778 Main Street in South Portland?
Yes.
Okay, so he's a tier 2 doctor also. He does come up, but he can't be listed as a primary care.
Well, then, do I change my insurance within your organization? What do I need to...
Well, the thing is you can definitely go back to the marketplace and tell them that they told you under this main choice you could have this doctor, but he's a tier 2 doctor, so he can't be named as a primary care. I can definitely give you their phone number so you can let them know that they're giving you wrong information.
That was 800-318-2596. Is that the phone?
That's correct.
Okay. So the money I paid you, I get it back or not?
Yeah, what will happen is if they cancel this account back to January 1st, saying you don't have insurance, once the next invoice is generated, it shows a credit, then we can return the $13.63 to you.
I was just curious. So this is actually costing more of my time, money, and energy than your monthly fee, unfortunately, and it's not bringing me any insurance. uh, I need to go back to Marketplace and I need to explain to them that they didn't provide me the accurate information.
Yes, what you can do is you can tell them that when you called Harvard Pilgrim, these doctors, this doctor that you wanted, that they told you could be a primary care, falls under the tier 2. So there, in your plan, you have preferred doctors and you have standard doctors. And standard doctors cannot be your primary care. You can see them with a referral from a primary care, but you can't name them as your primary.
I don't understand what you're saying. I can see James Richard with the referral?
With a referral from a primary care, because he's a tier 2 doctor, that's correct.
What does tier 2 mean as opposed to primary care?
All right, so let me back up. So the plan you have is called the Main Choice HMO. So it's a tiering system. So there's a tier 1.
Yeah, and what does that mean? Hello?
Yes, I'm just looking here. Just give me one moment to bring up the correct.
Are you saying all doctors that are primary care doctors are not created equal?
It's not that they're not created equal. Some plans, they can't be named the primary care.
Why?
Okay.
Why? What's the discerning mark of quality?
It's just the different plans that are offered.
I don't understand. What's the byline of the plan?
It's done under the credentialing level.
Meaning, so you're talking education?
No, I'm not. No. It has nothing to do with education. The different plans that we offer.
When you're talking credentials with who? With your organization that they
with Harvard Pilgrim.
So they sign up to be certified with your quality system, but I'm questioning.
They may be primary cares with other plans that are offered. There's so many different plans that are offered, so there is another plan where this doctor could be your primary care.
So, well, is that something that I should suss out with you? Or are you saying I go back to the Marketplace and have them pick a different insurance for me? Don't I get penalized for that now?
I'm sorry?
Don't I get penalized for that now? It's after the due date of signing up.
You'd have to talk to the Marketplace. I think the open enrollment is still going on.
So I won't get penalized?
I'm not sure, ma'am. You would have to talk to the Marketplace with that. You actually enrolled through them, so you can let them know they gave you wrong information.
So back to tier 1 and tier 2, these are levels of certification that is not dependent.
They're not levels of certification. Under the plan that you have,
yep.
The primary care that you're looking to have is listed as a specialist under your plan. So you cannot name that doctor as a primary care.
My plan lists a specialist, and my doctor is not a specialist. Is that...
Under this particular plan, he comes up as a specialist. That's correct. So I need a doctor that's not a specialist. So I'm really working the reverse on your plan, then, that if my doctor's too skilled, I need to dumb it down to qualify. I didn't hear you. It's muffling out.
I was just saying that it's the opposite of what I thought, that if my doctor's a specialist, he's too qualified for your plan, and I need to dumb it down.
No, it's not that. It's under the plan that you have, the Main Choice. He's not listed as a primary care. He's listed as a specialist.
Main Choice. But I'm discerning who's coming up with the semantics.
It's just the way the plans are written.
Who writes the plans?
Underwriters for the company. And then the Marketplace. They choose plans from all different insurances, Harvard, Pilgrim, Blue Cross, United, and then they sell them on the open exchange. So when you went on to the exchange or the marketplace, you chose this, you asked them the question, they told you he could be a primary
I
care.
chose this based on what was spoken to me, and the value I got out of it was to have the opportunity to waste my time in a myriad of ways.
I'm sorry about that.
And what I'm finding is I can't go back to my original premise without further now wasting my time on your time that you're providing me to continue to waste my time as opportunity and possibility in follow-through. So,
That's correct.
yes, that is correct. So at this juncture, I've been on the phone more than an hour, have not been able to, I've called several times to get in your organization. It has when it does not understand my number. So, all your numbers start with HP. Your robot, when I say H, it reads back to me 8. I'm like, you've got a malfeasant design in your robot. Then your robot tells me it's a mistake, and I'm like, why is not in your robotic design when it comes to that tape loop of our system cannot provide you, and it does not stop, but at the same time it does not provide me an agent, someone present to speak with. I think that's also malfeasant, and I think it's part of padding your awareness. It's hyphenated, meaning it's a thief. Okay, it's a thiefinated, estate, gestate, gestate. Okay, I can't say that you're really doing work to date. What you're doing here is you're giving me semantics of a wish-it list, okay, of things that I can self-flagellate if I want to, okay, or I can sit here as a merry little spinster and try and figure out how to spend my damn dime on you and anyone you want me to follow through with. Unfortunately. It sounds like my options are to go back to the marketplace and see what I can self-flagellate there for my merriment, and or come back to you and try and figure that out. What options now to avail me? What is, in your best estimation, what's my penalty if I don't have insurance this year?
I have no idea. You would have to check that with the federal government. That's not something
I'd have to check with the federal government to see what my penalty is if I don't have insurance.
That is correct, ma'am.
Oh my
We sell
God.
the insurance. We don't know what your penalties are. We have to go speak.
She sells the insurance and doesn't know what the penalty is and calls that core or erect. Oh my God.
No, we're not supposed to know what your
And you're not supposed to. Wow. You got that sewn up. All right.
Is there anything else I can help you with, Ms. Cook?
Yeah, so we've confirmed that Claudia Heiss is also Tier 1 or Tier 2, and that does not qualify for the right semantic level of your plan underwriters to be a capable primary care doctor because they're too specialized.
That's correct.
All right. All right, so I guess I'm going to try and call back the marketplace and see what's going on there.
All right. Would you like that number?
You remember that I read it to you, so I have it,
Oh,
right?
I apologize. I just want to make sure that you have it.
Yeah, that's why I just asked you to recall that I restated it to you. Thank you. I have that number.
All right. You have a wonderful day, and thank you for calling.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh my. Bye-bye. You can only sound polite if you're hyphenated. She can't step off that, okay? Oh my God.